Michelle is crying, is it Michelle? Better take him out, I think. Better take him out because in meditation he'll disturb. Is he not alright? No questions?
How important is colour in our lives?
How?
How important is colour in our lives?
Color, which is important if you understand the value in vibrations. See the color, any color that you use with other colors gives a coefficients. See, a painting, so for example, every painting is valued according to something artificial in normal human life. I don't know how they value it, but in the spiritual life, you value it with a vibratory point of view. For example, you see a painting, maybe abstract, maybe any kind of a painting, and you put your hands towards the painting. If the person who has painted it is a realized soul, for example, I will say Michelangelo, he was a realized soul, and he's done the Sistine Chapel. If you see the Christ he has made, it is absolutely very near how Christ was. But other people, you see, they make Christ in such a horrible way that bad vibrations come in. And I mean, I don't know how people like it, but some people say, oh, it's very great and it's very valuable. I just don't understand. Because nowhere near Christ, it is not good colors. And it's the inside, the filth inside. You see, people are trying to express. For example, to show Christ in just like a skeleton, is sadism. How can a person who carried a complete cross be like that? You can imagine. You see, he was a healthy man. Not healthy, he could take 5 of modern people and just swirl them in the hair. You see, he was such a powerful personality. And such a man can only be non-violent. And his non-violence has a glory, isn't it? What is the non-violence of a person who is already a weakling? So they show Christ such a weakling, I can't believe it, and I just don't understand from where did they get the ideas. But I've seen such statues being sold for a very big price. So human beings have their own ways of value system, but the divine has different. So the color also plays you may have colors, like red color is now, people according to the psychologists who are quite stupid, I must say, is very bad according to them. The red color is, but it is not. Red is the color of the mother, because the first light in a mother's womb is red. The child sees the red. And that's why it has the smallest, the wavelength. Anything that you want to attract the attention, you see a cricket ball is red. If you have to say danger, it is red. And the red color has its own value. White has its own value. But in human mind, it's very different. You see, they have their own nouns and forms and things like, you see, they have got, now you must eat with, say, fork and knives. Now the fork and knives must be kept like this. If you don't keep like that, then you are not elite. You see, like that. So in the same way, even in art, they have done this kind of a mischief. That this color is nice, that color is nice, you must have everything pastel. Now they're changing, because first they used to say, all right, we can have blue. This must be an old one, so this is all right, let's have blue or some sort of especially the grey color. You see, grey. Now the whole sky is grey, everything is grey. Why do you want to have grey on your body also? It's growing grey suits, isn't it? We used to have. But now they have realized there's no warmth in grey, in blue. So we must have something warm. So they want to put red. They have realized it gradually, you see. It's all right grey for Indians who are so full of exuberance, to give them a little balance, let them wear some grey, it's all right. But for people who are in England, I think grey is too much. I mean, it's a headache to see any more greys. And when you see the yards and yards of greys walking in these parties I see, I'm really shocked. And especially you have those dresses from, borrowed dresses that you wear. You see some look so odd and so clumsy in those dresses. They're walking about, see, they think they know enough themselves. They look really clownish. See. But these forms and these things we have created, human beings, that this is the the form which is the best. You must wear a tailcoat. Alright, tailcoat looks nice, but not in grey by any chance, I can tell you. If you wear a grey early in the morning, it's not, I think it's rather not being nice to God, because how do you show grey on a nice sunny morning? You should wear something nice red.
Okay.
Alright? So it is very diverse and beautiful. But one must enter into the realm of the spirit. Then everything forms, as it just like magnet, when you put the magnet through, all filings go into proper direction. In the same way, the whole thing becomes so systematic and understanding. Immediately you know which place is giving vibrations, which is not giving vibrations. Even the chair you can make out, everything you can make out. It's very interesting. Even the forms. The other day only I told about Mona Lisa. If you, I mean, according to the modern ideas of beauty, where you have just mosquito-like women, you see walking, the Mona Lisa seems to be an ugly woman. But still people are attracted towards her. Why? Because there's these coefficients which gives vibration. She gives vibrations. So only on that vibratory awareness, only one can judge whether it is absolute or not. Because you have not reached your absolute point. To somebody, it may be a good painting. To somebody, it must be horrifying. Yes?
Mother, I noticed that when you were talking about that 80-year-old woman who's riding a horse, that you laughed. It seems to me that we all do it in society. Why do we all laugh at other people's suffering and ignorance? And,
Suffering.
Sometimes I can laugh and I can't justify it. You know.
What is it? Why do we have suffering, you are saying?
No, I'm just saying, I noticed that you laughed, right, when you talked about that 80-year-old woman riding a horse. Now, why did you laugh then? And why do, I mean, obviously I know you're enlightened, but why do you not?
Ajay, come here, I can't hear you, just come here. They're saying something nice, definitely, but what is it, I don't know.
Mother, I noticed that you laughed when you talked about that 80-year-old woman riding a horse. And it seemed to me that, I mean, when I was rationalising that it was her ignorance and her folly led to her death, right? It was her suffering. And being a not at all enlightened soul that I am, I was wondering why I laugh and at suffering, and also why you did as well.
Still I didn't fall.
Well,
Come here, come here. What's the matter? No, I can't.
you talked about a woman riding a horse, right?
About what?
That 80-year-old woman riding a horse. Earlier.
Oh, I see, Yeah.
And you laughed, and I was wondering why, and why we laughed as well, and the importance of laughter.
Because it is nonsense for an 80-year-old woman to sit on a horse. See, you're not supposed to sit. You see, ask any wise man, say from India, at a villager, he will just laugh, no? That he wouldn't understand why an 80-year-old woman, you see, poor that horse, how far can it look after that old woman? Why to trouble the horse like that? See, an old woman should know that she is a liability on a horse. And she should not jump onto a horse, isn't it? It's simple as that. You see, an old woman should behave as she's old. She should accept her old age. It's a very great thing to be old, you know. And it's such a glorious time you have as an old woman. I mean, I enjoy my old age the best of all. And I think it's a great thing to be old. But to behave like a child of, say, 15 years and getting on a horse when you are 80 years is wrong. That means there's no sense of proportion. One must mature with time. See, the maturity must come. Like my grandchildren would like to play with the little cars, all right? Then my husband would like to play with his own car, which is a moving car. Maybe I may be sort of a little bit too oldish and over mature. May not like to play with these things. I may like to play with your kundalini. So, it's stupid for an 80-year-old woman to get on top of a horse. It's absolutely stupid. As it's stupid for a little child to get on top of the horse. See, everything should be done according to the age. It's only why she got into the horse. Why? What is the need? Only because her ego is there. Simple thing as ego. She doesn't want to accept her age. She doesn't want to settle down as a mature old lady. It's nice to be very old. She doesn't understand how nice it is to be old. In this country only, I don't know why people ridicule, but all your leaders are very old. Surprising. I mean, Margaret Thatcher is slightly older than me. All your leaders are old, and why do you ridicule old age? I don't understand. Unless and until you are old, you are not going to be accepted as leaders even in this country. British are that way quite wise. I think only William Pitt was the man who was very young, and it's something so remarkable. I mean, old age is very much respected in a way. And you must respect your old age, not to behave like a little boy of 15 years to get on top of a horse, you see. And this horse must be nervous, I'm sure, because horse understands who rides. Alright? What I was trying to tell, that how people become stupid and they don't understand they have been stupid because it's just ego.
But why do you laugh at ego?
Beg pardon?
Excuse me, why do you laugh at ego?
Laugh at on stupidity, what do you do? I mean, you can only laugh at people who are stupid. We can only laugh, isn't it? What else can we do? They are stupid, starkly stupid. Because, you see, this woman could have taken to Sahaja Yoga, she could have got cured, she could have been alright, she could have helped people. Instead of that, she's spending her time in going on a horse. Now, she's done it that long time back. Why is she doing even now? Why does she think that there are very few years left for her? It is important, these are very important years. Let her do something sensible. There's no sense in this. The only thing you can do is to laugh. There's no sense. What is the sense in going about on a horse like that? It's a possession of the ego, I think. Horse is horse or motor car and all these things are a thing of it. I know of a lady in India, her husband was a governor, and I used to think she was a sensible woman. But as soon as he retired from governorship, she died. She came down from the horse.
Isn't it good to laugh? Isn't it good? If one looks after mental patients and all the crazy little things they do, we couldn't look after them if we didn't laugh at times.
Yes,
we have to laugh.
You see, we have to laugh at many things. It's a joke, all the time. The whole thing is a drama in which you see something stupid, then you laugh. You see something funny going on, you laugh. It's better to laugh than to be angry. Better to laugh than to be angry, isn't it? What's the use of getting angry with a woman who is already dead? There's no wisdom. No wisdom in this kind of living, you see. That's what I was trying to say, that a person with his ego loses his wisdom. There is no wisdom. Human life is very precious, not to be wasted. I mean, if this woman had lived, I knew her very well, that's why I'm saying. She would have done something good. Her life would have had some meaning, but she was not born.
So your laughter was from pity then?
Beg pardon?
Your laughter was from pity then?
You see, I laughed because what am I to do now? I mean, what to do? I mean, I felt very sorry. The husband is left all alone now in life. He doesn't know what to do. And I don't know what to do. Because the husband is a very nice man. He's a very big man in the country. He's regarded as a lord of something. And he's a minister also. I don't know he's now minister or not. I know them very well. And the poor fellow is now doesn't know how to manage his household, anything. He's left high and dry for nothing at all. And if you ask the gentleman, he said, I don't know why my wife was so crazy after the horses. You cannot explain these things, but then you just laugh. It's better to laugh than to be serious, isn't it? Only if somebody dies in your family, then it's all right. Otherwise, all the time we find people very seriously moving about. And doing what? What have we done? What have we done with all our seriousness? Created these horrible atomic bombs for our destruction? What have we achieved with all this seriousness? You must laugh when one must laugh, and really enjoy the play of divine. It's beautiful. When you'll open out more, you'll laugh much more. Any other question?
The sages of India
Yeah.
and the yogis have always told us that when we meditate and do pranayama, the spine must be straight.
Yeah.
Why is that? Will the kundalini not rise if the spine is not absolutely straight?
You see, these methods were employed at the time, very long time back. Patanjali Yoga was practiced long time back, when we had a very different type of living. Like 4 types of varnashramas we had. The first one was where a person had to be completely celibate and go to the gurus, stay in the forest, have the education till the age of 25 years. That was the age when they selected some people for self-realization, but very few. And then they talked to them about 8 things called as Ashtanga Yoga, in which one of them was called as Yama and Niyama, which meant the correction of the body, correction of the morality, correction of the behavior, everything. Yama, Niyama. Niyama means the laws. Now, in that, because the children, when they are small, if they bend their spine too much, they will develop in any case problems, in any case. So they said you must keep your spine straight. But this prana that they told was done after the establishment of spirit. You'll be amazed. Ishvara Pranidhan it was called as. It was called is the establishment of the spirit. Once the establishment of the spirit is done, then the kundalini starts moving. Then you know what is the center is catching. According to the center, you have to do a particular exercise. But the modern one is very different. I mean, that has nothing to do with it. It's just they have taken out only that part where you have to do exercise. And it's really maddening when I see that. That this exercise is something like taking all the medicine together without understanding when you have to take which exercise for which part and what is the need. Because unless and until the kundalini is moving, how will you know? So the whole thing is upside down. It would be something like without starting the car, you start moving your wheels and everything. So what people are doing today is absolutely opposite what they should have done. See, in the other way, I can say in another word, it can be that it is all artificial. Because the kundalini has not moved. First the kundalini has to move. First the Ishvara Pranidhana has to move. And this is the problem today, at least with the people who have done Hatha Yoga. Because I find their heart is a problem. Though they are seekers, they are doing it for seeking, no doubt. But the problem is, it is very, very partial thing they are doing. So the sages did say that your spine should be straight, our spine should be straight, no doubt. At least when we are growing, our spine is growing, that time it should be straight. Because if it is not straight, then you develop a sort of a bend, and it's not good. But the kundalini will rise whether you have bend or not. It will. Whatever style of thing you have or pose you have, will get the kundalini rising. That's all. It's something special, I should say. It's being there. It's already predicted like that. I wonder if these people have the article which Govind has prepared after going through certain old books of Bhrigu Muni, has written about 2,000-3,000 years back about this special type of thing that will take place at such and such time. And they have said in 1970 this should happen, and I have started this work in 1970. Something special. What else?
In your lecture, Your Holiness, you stressed on divine power. And as a Christian, I would like to know his relation to the God. And according to Christian philosophy, where he says, I am a perfect follower of Christ's philosophy. And he says, the way you should enrich your spirit is by denying the flesh, completely including the sex. So is it the same thing you are teaching?
Of course, 100%. I am doing what Christ has already predicted about me.
That means you deny all your five senses, including flesh.
What?
Completely.
Deny what?
Your five senses, your desires.
No, I didn't say that.
What do you mean by denying the flesh?
No, I didn't deny.
Yes.
No, nothing of denial. What Christ has said, you are to be born again.
Yes.
Now the philosophy is what save us. Because what they have made out of Christ is something I can't understand. Because they are not seeing that they are not becoming the Spirit. Are they? They are not. Are they doing it? The philosophy is a different point altogether. You can make anything out of a philosophy. But what Christ has precisely said is that you have to become the Spirit. He said that your hands will speak. What about that? Your hands will speak after this. You see, what Christ has said is going to happen, not what these people are telling you. What have they achieved? Say, your forefather might be a Christian, or they might be all Christians. What have they achieved? Nothing. Today the churches are selling in this country. Why? Because they have not been able to give the answer. I am here to give the answer. I am here to prove Christ. I am here to prove all that is written in the Bible. When also he said a comforter is going to come and you are going to achieve it, by which you will know my Father forever. What is that? They are not going to recognize me, these philosophical people, they are not. They will deny. He said, you will be calling me Christ, and I won't recognize you. These are the people. These are nothing but money-making propositions. Simple as that.
I just want to know what Christ meant by saying, if you want to follow me, you deny yourself and come and follow me.
What is it?
You deny yourself.
No, I never said that. What were you listening?
In Gospel, Christ says,
What is it? Deny yourself.
yeah, if you want to follow me, you deny yourself and take up the cross and follow me. Is it the same thing? I would like to know.
What is the thing? I didn't follow. What did I say? Just come here.
Yes.
He said Christ said you should deny your flesh.
Your what?
Christ said you should deny your flesh. Take up the cross and
Yes.
Take up the deny yourself and take up the cross
That's
and
what
follow
it
me.
is. Yes.
I would like to know, is it the same thing you are teaching?
Of course, all that. My child, it is what he taught and what he promised. Everything.
Yeah, I'd like to know how do you just deny yourself?
You do not deny. Actually, what happens? You become the Spirit. See, when you become the Spirit, you start seeing your body, your flesh outside.
Yes, I understand.
Alright?
Yes.
Let's say you are in the water. Then you are afraid of the water. You are in the water. But if you are taken in the boat, can you not see the water?
No.
But you are away from it. That's how. It happens. It's a happening. It's a happening again. Alright? What Christ taught, that's what I'm exactly doing. But not these churches. Take it wrong. I'm sorry to say it is.
In other words, self-denial.
It's not self-denial, it's a happening.
It's happening.
You become a spirit and you start seeing yourself as a third person.
Yeah.
Alright? It's a new thing that happens in your awareness, where you become seeing yourself as a third person. You just do not do it rationally. I deny myself, all that you do not do. It happens to your awareness, by which you start seeing yourself away from yourself. Then this body, all these things are not so important. What is important is the spiritual joy. That should happen. That's the real baptism. Actually, you feel that coming up here and breaking it through. Actual baptism takes place. You see the whole force coming up and pulsating here and breaking this part is the actual baptism. It's not like somebody just putting your hand there artificially, now you are baptized. It's not like that. It's an actual thing that should happen. That's a real actual thing. Alright? As it is said, the cold breeze, cold wind of the Holy Spirit. You really feel the cold wind of the Holy Spirit coming out of your head. Really you feel it. Alright? All these things are to be proved.
Yeah. Do you believe in redemption as well?
Of course, this is due to redemption only.
Due to redemption?
Yes.
Of course, that's all right.
But for that you don't have to confess anything to him. Nothing is to be confessed. Nothing. It just happens. Alright? It's such a...
I understand.
See that. May God bless you. I tell you, if you really read Bible in an honest way, you will understand Sahaja Yoga very well. You must reread it after realization. You'll be amazed how many truths have been covered by these so-called philosophies. It's really very sad what they have done to Christ. I sometimes feel it is the second crucifixion of Christ. Funny things like Pope coming here, we Protestants are saying we are fundamentally different. I mean, how can they be Christians? I mean, Christ is their fundamental or not? How can Christ be two different things? To my mind, I just don't understand these people quarreling like this. Why it is happening? Because they don't believe in their own self, nor in Christ, in reality. They believe in creating dogmas, differences, hatred, all this. How can you do it in the name of God? How can you? It's done in every religion, no doubt. It's not only the Christians who are experts, everyone has done it. Jews are another sect. We have Jews here, we have Christians here, we have Hindus and Muslims. See, when they, after realization, they see what harm has been done in the name of God. These fundamentalists, these fanatics, all of them thinking they are the chosen ones. It's very nice self-certification that you are the chosen ones.